Hi everyone, welcome to Freedom Fridays. I am Dr. Nikiba Jackson, and I want to invite you to like, share, comment, and subscribe to Freedom Fridays. Freedom Fridays is a channel that I started with my daughter, and we just talk about like the different things that I've been releasing as I'm going on this journey to free my mind. So I've been tracking a lot of the things that I've been going and sharing things with you guys. So hopefully you get something out of it that helps you enrich your life so you can free up some things to allow you to live the best version of yourself. So this week's Freedom Friday, I want to talk about a topic about being free to let go of pain. So there are so many different things for myself that ends up being like a way of life, because I've been so used to how pain felt, how it feels to operate in a place of pain. So for me, like one example of pain, just simple, some years ago, I had some issues with my knees and my ankles, and I operated in pain for so long, meaning when I walked, it hurt, my heels hurt, my knees hurt. And for so long, I just got used to how that pain felt. And so getting used to how the pain felt, it ended up just start being a way of life. And when I actually started doing different things to change up my eating habits, change up just the way I worked out, because I was so upset of the things that I couldn't do. I was, because of the pain, that I allowed myself to not do things that I wanted to do, or didn't find ways to do new things, or do the old things a new way. And so because of that, I stayed stuck in a mentality that the pain was always going to be there, that I would never get rid of the pain. And so that was just what it was. And so what I'll tell you is I started doing different workouts. I started with one of the bariatric groups that I was in. And I got to push past the pain. I started not allowing the pain to be the thing that stopped me from doing it. But sometimes every now and again it would come, and I would get reminded of ways that I was being that allowed me to continue to stay focused on, I can't do it because I'm in pain. Even when I joined with Tiffany Roth in her fit club, and I started doing certain things and changed up my eating, got rid of a lot of the stuff that I was eating, and started eating way more clean, put a lot more fruit and vegetables in there in my diet on a regular and consistent basis. And the pain went away. And when I say it went away, I didn't even realize it went away, because I was so focused on, in the beginning, the fact that I was in pain. So like something as simple as, or not simple as, like doing squats. Like I've always had issues in the past of doing squats because my knee was going to hurt, or doing lunges. I didn't want to do lunges because I didn't want to injure my knee. Then when my daughter challenged me to do like a little run or a little jog with her, I was so focused on I can't do it because of this. And so she encouraged me that particular day to do it with her. And so what I learned that day was the pain that I was holding on to had already been gone, and I was allowing the pain that I was holding on to hold me down. I was so used to being in pain, I didn't give myself permission to operate from a place of not being in pain. So when it was time to do like a lunge or certain things like that, I would just say, no, I don't want my knee to bother me. And doing push-ups, or not push-ups, I can do some push-ups now, but doing the squats, I was like, nope, I don't want to do it because I'm going to be in pain. And sometimes the pain is not necessarily a bad thing to experience. Pain sometimes is just your body's way of telling you that um, it's something that you're unfamiliar with, you might need to check your form. You might need to check whatever you're dealing with and see why that pain is there. And then you want to treat the pain to kind of help you ease it. But if it's something that you need to do, you get to push through it. And not just talking about physical pain, because and physical pain is the best way for me to relate right now, because times when I've gone to physical therapy, when my knees are bothering me, guess what I got to do? I got to do more things that strengthen my knee. And so what I want to say is, it's okay to let go of the pain. The pain sometimes can hold you down if you allow it to let you hold yourself down. But pain is not there to make you stop and make you give up. To me, when you get the pain that you're experiencing, that pain tells you, hey, this is something that's not as strong as you thought it was. And so you get to focus on ways that you're going to build yourself up. And you build yourself up through focusing on why the pain is there, what caused that pain to happen. And those are things that you get to focus on in life. So, relationships. So many of us have been hurt, been in relationships that weren't supposedly for the best of us, or you might have thought brought out the worst of you, or thought brought you to the lowest place in life. But if you're watching this with me and you're out of that relationship, what you thought could have been the worst thing was something that you had the strength enough to leave or get out of it. So you still have your mind, you still have grown from it, and you still get to grow and be a better version of yourself for it. So pain, don't get so used to the pain and allow yourself to think that that's all what it's going to be for you in your life. Know that pain is something that just goes to let you know, like, hey, there's something that's out of place. And you get to focus on, why is that out of place? What did you do to put yourself in that position where you're out of place? Like, why? Like, what were you not focusing on? Like I said, from the physical aspect, the times that I've hurt my knees, I wasn't putting the protective measures in place to make sure I did it. Like I did this squat challenge, right? And when I did the squat challenge, I just did it. I wasn't focused on my form. And I was doing it to say I just wanted to get it done. And so when I got the pain was like evidence of, okay, you were doing this just to do it, and you didn't take the time to see why you were doing it. So the squat challenge wasn't about just doing squats. It was about strengthening up my muscles back there. And so when you strengthen your muscles, you can't rush things all the time. Sometimes it's meant for you to go through it so you can feel what you're feeling. In exercise, and like I said, I use it because that's the best example for me of the analogy that I'm using. So in exercise, just because you have pain because you've worked out, it doesn't mean you're supposed to quit and give up. No, it just means you've activated something in your body that needs to be activated. So in a relationship, or whether it's your job, whether you've been disappointed, whether you've been hurt, or just experiencing heartache, just whatever it is that you experience, and know that that pain is something that's not supposed to stay there forever. That pain is something to allow you to focus on what it is that you might not have been paying attention to. You might have not been careful about it. Like, especially in matters of the heart, we end up spending so much time on someone else's happiness that we forget to focus on what our true happiness is about. And we miss some of the signs that we get along the way. And when you're missing some of those signs that get along the way, that kind of lets you know that this is not necessarily what you think it is or could be, or you might need to focus on this area a little bit more, and you ignore those signs, it puts you in a position where you're setting yourself up for the pain. Pain is something that is not necessarily avoidable. It's something that once you feel it, acknowledge it, get to the root of what's causing your pain. And then you get to shift in ways of how do you get to nurture yourself outside of that pain, so you can move to a place of being in peace, living where you rose above the pain that you've been in, and you can get to a place of happiness. Because once you push through the pain, the hurt, on the other side of that is healing. And so that's just what I wanted to talk to you about tonight. So it's okay to free yourself from the pain and allow yourself to experience it so you can move on to the next level. That pain is not supposed to keep you down. It's supposed to be used to help you lift yourself up. So that's all I wanted to share with you today. Hopefully this helped you. So I invite you again to like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you next Friday. Bye.